From massive blue whales that weigh up to 200 tons to colossal squids as long as basketball courts, these are the biggest sea creatures ever caught on camera by divers. Blue whale, Balænoptera musculus. In the vast expanse of our planet's oceans, no creature commands respect quite like the blue whale, a living monument to the incredible power of evolution and the boundless capacity of marine ecosystems to support life on an almost incomprehensible scale. When divers encounter these magnificent giants through their camera lenses, they're not just documenting an animal, they're capturing footage of the largest animal ever known to have lived on Earth, surpassing even the largest dinosaurs. The sheer dimensions of a blue whale challenge our ability to truly comprehend their magnitude. These oceanic titans can reach lengths of up to 108 feet, 33 meters, and weigh between 330,000 to 400,000 pounds, 150 to 181 metric tons. To put this in perspective, their hearts alone can weigh as much as a small automobile, approximately 400 pounds of pure muscle-pumping blood through arteries so large that a small child could crawl through them. The blue whale's magnificent streamlined body, painted in mottled shades of blue-gray that seem to capture the very essence of the ocean itself, is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering designed for epic migrations that span entire ocean basins. These gentle giants sustain their massive bulk through an almost exclusive diet of tiny krill, consuming up to 12,000 pounds daily through their specialized baleen plates, which act as nature's most efficient filter feeding system. The challenge of capturing blue whales on camera stems from their preference for the open ocean's vast wilderness, where they roam all oceans except the Arctic, often migrating to feeding grounds in polar waters during summer and breeding grounds in tropical waters during winter. Notable locations where these encounters have been documented include the pristine waters around Iceland, the volcanic archipelago of the Azores, the diverse marine environments around Australia, the nutrient-rich waters off California and Baja California, the tropical paradise of Sri Lanka, and the dramatic coastlines of Chilean Patagonia. Blue whales are rarely filmed by divers due to their preference for open ocean waters, but underwater footage exists from professional dive teams and research vessels. Revolutionary drone-assisted underwater cameras have captured these giants off the coast of California, showcasing their immense size during feeding behaviors that transform the ocean surface into a churning spectacle of nature's raw power. Divers in Sri Lanka have also recorded blue whales during their seasonal migrations, particularly during spring and summer months, where their haunting vocalizations, reaching up to 188 decibels, can be felt as much as heard underwater, creating an almost spiritual experience for those fortunate enough to witness it. The conservation story of blue whales reads like a tale of near extinction and hope. Blue whales were nearly driven to extinction by whaling, but are slowly recovering due to international protections. However, these magnificent creatures continue to face modern threats, including ship strikes and entanglement in fishing gear, making every diver encounter and camera footage invaluable for conservation efforts and public awareness. Up next, we have a jellyfish so massive it's longer than even the blue whale. Lion's mane jellyfish, Cyanea capillata. Drifting through the cold, dark waters of the world's northern oceans like a living constellation, the lion's mane jellyfish represents one of nature's most spectacular and alien-like creations. When divers encounter these ethereal giants, they're witnessing a creature that holds the remarkable distinction of being the longest known animal, with tentacles that can extend over 120 feet, 36 meters, longer than a blue whale. The lion's mane jellyfish presents a paradox of beauty and danger that has captivated marine biologists and underwater photographers for decades. Its bell, which can reach diameters up to 8 feet, 2.4 meters, and weights approaching 200 pounds, serves as the command center for one of the ocean's most efficient predatory systems. Trailing beneath this magnificent crown are up to 1 to 200 venomous tentacles grouped in 8 clusters, creating a deadly web that can stretch across vast areas of the ocean. What makes this creature particularly fascinating from a biological perspective is its complete absence of a brain, instead relying on a nerve net to sense light and capture prey like crustaceans and smaller jellyfish. This primitive yet incredibly effective nervous system allows the jellyfish to respond to stimuli and coordinate its hunting activities with remarkable efficiency, proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most elegant. The lion's mane jellyfish calls the cold waters of the Arctic, North Atlantic, and parts of the Baltic Sea home, often drifting passively with ocean currents. Their seasonal behavior patterns see them retreat to deeper waters during harsh winter months, making summer and autumn them the prime seasons for divers hoping to encounter these magnificent creatures in their full glory. The underwater footage captured by brave divers tells stories of both wonder and caution. Divers have captured stunning footage of lion's mane jellyfish in the waters off the UK, Ireland, Scandinavia, Canada, Alaska, and Japan. One particularly notable instance includes divers in the North Atlantic who filmed a massive specimen with its trailing tentacles, creating an almost supernatural underwater light show, highlighting the jellyfish's ethereal, flowing appearance as it moved through the water column like a living ghost. However, the beauty of these encounters comes with significant risks. The venomous stingers pose risks to divers, but the jellyfish's slow movement makes it a feasible subject for underwater photography. Professional divers must maintain respectful distances and wear protective gear, as the tentacles are so extensive that they can easily entangle unwary swimmers or divers who don't approach with proper caution. The cultural impact of the lion's mane jellyfish extends far beyond marine biology, having inspired literary references such as in Sherlock Holmes' The Adventure of the Lion's Mane, cementing its place in both scientific literature and popular culture as one of the ocean's most memorable inhabitants. Next, we have a whale that's known to have the largest brain of any creature known to have lived on Earth. Sperm whale, Physeter macrocephalus. In the mysterious depths where sunlight has never penetrated, the sperm whale reigns supreme as the ocean's ultimate deep-sea predator, a creature whose very existence challenges our understanding of what life can accomplish in the planet's most extreme environments. When divers manage to capture these magnificent animals on camera, they're documenting encounters with the largest toothed predator on Earth, with males reaching lengths of up to 80 feet, 24 meters, and weights approaching 130,000 pounds, 57 metric tons. The sperm whale's most distinctive feature, its massive, block-shaped head that comprises nearly 1/3 of its total body length, houses the biggest brain of any animal, weighing between 7 to 9 kilograms. This incredible organ processes the complex echolocation signals that allow these giants to navigate and hunt in the absolute darkness of the deep ocean, where they engage in epic battles with giant squid thousands of feet below the surface. The diving capabilities of sperm whales border on the supernatural. These remarkable creatures can dive to depths exceeding 3,000 feet for up to 2 hours, using echolocation clicks that reach up to 230 decibels to hunt giant squid and navigate in the dark. To put this in perspective, their echolocation calls are among the loudest sounds produced by any animal, capable of stunning prey and potentially even harmful to nearby marine life. The global distribution of sperm whales means that divers around the world have opportunities to encounter these giants, though such meetings require patience, skill, and considerable luck. Sperm whales are found in deep waters worldwide, with consistent sightings in Sri Lanka, the Maldives, the Dominican Republic, the Canary Islands, New Zealand, Chilean Patagonia, Iceland, and Norway. The underwater footage captured by fortunate divers reveals the complex social lives of these remarkable animals. Sperm whales are frequently filmed by divers in regions like the Azores and the Caribbean. One particularly famous encounter occurred in the crystal-clear waters of Dominica, where free divers captured breathtaking footage of an entire sperm whale pod, showcasing their intricate social behaviors and providing rare insights into their deep diving capabilities as family groups coordinated their movements in the blue water column. The historical relationship between humans and sperm whales is one of both exploitation and fascination. Sperm whales were heavily hunted for spermaceti oil, but populations have stabilized in some areas. The waxy substance found in their heads was once prized for its use in candles and lubricants, leading to intensive whaling that dramatically reduced their numbers across all ocean basins. What makes modern encounters particularly special is the curious nature of these intelligent giants. Their deep-sea lifestyle makes them challenging to film, but their curiosity sometimes brings them close to divers, creating opportunities for underwater photographers to capture intimate portraits of these magnificent creatures as they investigate the strange visitors to their oceanic realm. The next entry is the planet's biggest fish, the whale shark. Whale shark, Rhincodon typus. Swimming through tropical waters like a living submarine decorated with nature's most beautiful polka dot pattern, the whale shark represents everything that's magnificent about the ocean's gentle giants. When divers encounter these spotted behemoths through their camera lenses, they're capturing footage of the largest fish species, with individuals reaching lengths of up to 62 feet, 18.8 meters, and weights around 41,000 pounds, 20 metric tons. The whale shark's distinctive appearance makes it one of the most recognizable creatures in the ocean. Their distinctive speckled pattern and wide mouths, up to 4 feet across, make them recognizable, while their massive size creates an almost surreal experience for divers who find themselves swimming alongside these gentle giants. Despite their intimidating proportions, these remarkable fish are filter feeders that sustain their enormous bulk by consuming plankton, small crustaceans, and nekton through their specialized feeding apparatus. The global distribution of whale sharks takes them through some of the world's most pristine and biodiverse marine environments. Whale sharks inhabit warm, tropical waters, including the Philippines, Maldives, Mafia Island, Tanzania, Belize, Australia, Ningaloo Reef, the Arabian Gulf, and the Galapagos. While they're capable of diving to impressive depths of up to 6,000 feet, they're often encountered near the surface, making them accessible to recreational divers and snorkelers. The underwater footage captured by divers around the world tells a consistent story of peaceful coexistence and natural wonder. Whale sharks are a favorite among divers due to their docile nature, and countless hours of footage from diving hotspots demonstrate their calm demeanor and apparent tolerance for human presence. Divers in the crystal-clear waters of the Maldives and the Philippines have captured extensive footage of whale sharks swimming gracefully through the blue, their massive pectoral fins moving with surprising elegance for such large animals. One particularly memorable encounter from Australia's Ningaloo Reef showcases the intimate nature of whale shark encounters. A notable video from Ningaloo Reef shows a diver swimming alongside a massive whale shark, highlighting its unique spot pattern and slow, deliberate movements. The footage captures the almost meditative quality of these encounters, where time seems to slow down as divers find themselves in the presence of one of nature's most magnificent creations. The conservation story of whale sharks serves as a sobering reminder of humanity's impact on marine ecosystems. Despite their size, whale sharks are harmless to humans. They are endangered due to overfishing and boat collisions, making diver footage critical for conservation awareness. Their slow reproductive rate and late sexual maturity make them particularly vulnerable to population declines, and the stunning footage captured by divers plays a crucial role in raising awareness about the need to protect these gentle giants and their habitats. Next, we have the next biggest fish in the ocean, though it's just as fascinating. Basking shark, Cetiohynus maximus. Gliding through the cool, plankton-rich waters of temperate oceans with their enormous mouths agape, basking sharks present one of nature's most dramatic examples of how appearances can be deceiving. When divers encounter these impressive creatures on camera, they're documenting the second-largest fish, with individuals reaching lengths of up to 45 feet, 15 meters, and weights up to 13,000 pounds. The feeding behavior of basking sharks represents one of the most efficient filtration systems in the natural world. Basking sharks are filter feeders that consume copepods and fish larvae by filtering up to 130,000 gallons of water per hour through their gill rakers. This incredible volume of water processing allows them to extract the tiny organisms that sustain their massive bulk, creating a feeding spectacle that's both mesmerizing and slightly intimidating for observers. The most striking feature of the basking shark is undoubtedly its massive mouth. Their enormous mouths, up to 3 feet wide, give a false impression of aggression, leading to their historical persecution by fishermen who mistook them for dangerous predators. In reality, these gentle giants pose no threat to humans and are incapable of consuming anything larger than small fish and planktonic organisms. The geographic distribution of basking sharks takes them through some of the world's most productive marine ecosystems. Basking sharks inhabit temperate waters rich in plankton, such as the Azores, Mediterranean Sea, UK, Ireland, Norway, Iceland, Eastern Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Their seasonal movements often follow plankton blooms, making their appearances somewhat predictable for dedicated marine wildlife photographers. The underwater encounters, documented by divers, paint a picture of peaceful coexistence between humans and these massive fish. Divers in the UK and Ireland have filmed basking sharks skimming the surface, their open mouths creating a striking visual. These surface-feeding behaviors, where the shark's dorsal fins and parts of their backs are visible above the waterline, create some of the most iconic footage of marine megafauna in temperate waters. One particularly memorable encounter demonstrates the impressive scale of these creatures. A notable encounter off the coast of Cornwall captured a basking shark feeding near a dive boat, showcasing its massive size and harmless nature. The footage reveals the shark's gentle demeanor as it continued feeding despite the presence of divers and boat traffic, highlighting their tolerance for human activity when not directly threatened. The ecological significance of basking sharks extends far beyond their impressive size. Basking sharks are vulnerable to overfishing and are often mistaken for dangerous predators. Their presence indicates healthy plankton populations, making them ecologically significant. As apex filter feeders, they serve as living indicators of ocean health, with their abundance reflecting the productivity of marine ecosystems and the availability of the microscopic organisms that form the base of oceanic food webs. Up next, we have a cephalopod so big it can take on whales. Giant squid, Architeuthis dux. In the darkest depths of our planet's oceans, where crushing pressure and eternal darkness create an environment more alien than the surface of Mars, lives a creature so extraordinary that it has inspired human imagination for centuries. The giant squid, when finally captured on divers' cameras, represents the culmination of humanity's quest to document one of Earth's most elusive and legendary inhabitants. The giant squid can reach lengths of up to 40 feet, 12 meters, including tentacles, with some estimates suggesting up to 43 feet, and weights reaching 600 pounds. The giant squid stands as a legendary deep-sea predator with massive eyes the size of dinner plates and tentacles equipped with suckers and hooks. These remarkable adaptations allow it to thrive in an environment where vision is paramount for survival, and the ability to capture and hold prey in the crushing darkness determines the difference between life and death. The creature's eyes, among the largest in the animal kingdom, can detect the faintest traces of bioluminescence from potential prey or the approaching silhouette of predators against the dim light filtering down from far above. The cultural impact of the giant squid cannot be overstated. The giant squid inspired myths like the Kraken, with tales of these creatures attacking ships and dragging sailors to watery graves, becoming embedded in maritime folklore across cultures worldwide. These legends, while greatly exaggerated, were based on real encounters with giant squid specimens that washed ashore or were found in the stomachs of sperm whales. The habitat requirements of giant squid place them among the ocean's most challenging subjects for underwater photography. Giant squids inhabit deep waters, 1,000 to 2,000 meters, worldwide, with most sightings in the Pacific and Antarctic Oceans. At these depths, the pressure is crushing, the temperature near freezing, and the darkness absolute, creating conditions that push both human technology and courage to their absolute limits. The breakthrough moment in giant squid documentation represents one of marine biology's greatest achievements. Giant squids are rarely filmed alive due to their deep-sea habitat, but submersible cameras and deep-sea divers have captured them. The first live footage, recorded in 2012 off Japan's Ogasawara Islands, showed a giant squid's tentacles and glowing body in their natural environment, finally putting to rest centuries of speculation about these mysterious creatures. The rarity of giant squid encounters makes every piece of footage precious to science. Most knowledge comes from dead specimens or stomach contents of sperm whales. Their elusive nature makes diver footage exceptionally rare and valuable. Pacific Ocean divers have also filmed dead specimens entangled in fishing gear, providing rare glimpses into the anatomy and scale of these remarkable cephalopods, though such encounters serve as somber reminders of human impact on deep-sea ecosystems. Giant squids may be big, but they aren't the biggest cephalopods in the ocean. That title goes to the next entry on this list. Colossal squid, Mesonecoteuthis hamiltoni. Deep in the icy waters surrounding Antarctica, where the ocean reaches some of its most extreme conditions, lives a creature that surpasses even the legendary giant squid in both size and mystery. The colossal squid represents the ultimate expression of cephalopod evolution, a creature so perfectly adapted to the harsh Antarctic environment that encounters with human technology border on the miraculous. The colossal squid can reach lengths of up to 46 feet, 14 meters, including tentacles weighing up to 1,500 pounds. What sets the colossal squid apart from its giant cousin isn't just size, but the incredible adaptations that make it one of the ocean's most formidable predators. Larger and heavier than the giant squid, the colossal squid has longer tentacles with sharp hooks and the largest eyes in the animal kingdom. These massive eyes, each larger than a dinner plate, can detect the slightest movement in the perpetual darkness of the deep Antarctic waters, while the sharp hooks on its tentacles provide a grip so powerful that they can leave permanent scars on the hides of attacking sperm whales. The hunting behavior of the colossal squid represents peak predatory efficiency in the deep-sea environment. It's a deep-sea predator feeding on fish and other squid, using its combination of size, speed, and weapons to dominate its ecosystem. The creature's robust build, significantly heavier than the giant squid's more elongated form, suggests an ambush predator capable of generating enormous power when striking at prey. The extreme habitat of the colossal squid places it among Earth's most challenging subjects for documentation. Colossal squids inhabit the southern oceans around Antarctica, particularly the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, at depths of 1,000–2,200 meters. These waters, among the most remote and inhospitable on the planet, require specialized equipment and extraordinary dedication to explore. The breakthrough in colossal squid documentation represents a triumph of human ingenuity and persistence. Colossal squids are even rarer on camera than giant squids due to their extreme habitat. The first live footage, captured in 2019 by a submersible in the Antarctic, showed a colossal squid's robust body and hooked tentacles in their natural environment, providing scientists with invaluable insights into the behavior and ecology of these remarkable creatures. The scientific importance of colossal squid encounters cannot be overstated. Their massive size and deep-sea lifestyle make them one of the ocean's most mysterious creatures. While divers have not directly filmed them due to the extreme conditions of their habitat, deep-sea cameras operated by research teams have documented their presence, each sighting adding crucial pieces to our understanding of deep-sea ecosystems and the creatures that inhabit them. The preservation of colossal squid specimens provides ongoing opportunities for research and public education. Preserved specimens, like one at the Te Papa Museum in Wellington, provide insights into their biology, allowing scientists to study their anatomy in detail and helping the public understand these remarkable creatures that remain largely hidden in the ocean's deepest waters. While this next entry may not be as big as the colossal squid, it's still massive enough to scare the living daylights out of any diver. Giant Pacific octopus, Enteroctopus dofleini. In the kelp forests and rocky reefs of the North Pacific, where cold, nutrient-rich waters create some of the ocean's most productive ecosystems, lives a creature that challenges our understanding of invertebrate intelligence and adaptability. The giant Pacific octopus, when captured on divers' cameras, reveals not just impressive size, but remarkable intelligence that rivals many vertebrate species. The giant Pacific octopus has an arm span reaching up to 32 feet, 9.8 meters, and can weigh up to 600 pounds, though most average 16 feet and 110 pounds. The cognitive abilities of the giant Pacific octopus have fascinated researchers and underwater photographers alike. Known for its intelligence, the giant Pacific octopus can solve puzzles, change color using chromatophores, and release ink to escape predators. These remarkable capabilities include opening jars, navigating mazes, and demonstrating what appears to be curiosity about their environment, behaviors that have made them favorites in both research settings and public aquariums. The feeding ecology of these remarkable creatures showcases their role as adaptable predators in temperate marine ecosystems. Giant Pacific octopuses feed on crabs, fish, and mollusks, using their powerful arms and sharp beak to capture and consume a wide variety of prey. Their hunting strategies involve both active pursuit and patient ambush techniques, demonstrating the behavioral flexibility that has made them successful throughout their range. The geographic distribution of giant Pacific octopuses spans some of the world's most productive marine environments. Giant Pacific octopuses inhabit temperate Pacific waters, from California to Japan, often in rocky reefs or kelp forests. These habitats provide the complex three-dimensional structure that these intelligent creatures need for hunting, shelter, and reproduction. The underwater encounters documented by divers reveal the complex behavioral repertoire of these remarkable animals. Divers frequently film giant Pacific octopuses in the Pacific Northwest, particularly off British Columbia and Alaska. These encounters often showcase the octopus's incredible camouflage abilities, with individuals changing not just color but texture to blend seamlessly with their surroundings. One particularly striking example of their abilities captured on camera demonstrates their mastery of camouflage. A notable video from Puget Sound shows an octopus changing color to blend into a reef while being filmed by a diver, demonstrating its camouflage. The footage captures the almost magical transformation as the octopus shifts from one pattern to another, becoming nearly invisible against the complex backdrop of the reef environment. The life history of giant Pacific octopuses adds poignancy to their encounters with humans. Their intelligence and adaptability make them a favorite for divers and aquariums. They can live up to 5 years and are solitary except during mating. This relatively short lifespan, combined with their complex behaviors and apparent curiosity about humans, creates a sense of connection that's rare in invertebrate encounters. This next entry is a little oddball nicknamed the sea serpent, even though it's a fish. Oarfish, Regalecus glezzen. Rising from the mysterious depths like a creature from ancient mythology, the oarfish represents one of the ocean's most spectacular and rarely seen inhabitants. When divers manage to capture these extraordinary fish on camera, they're documenting encounters with the longest bony fish, reaching lengths of up to 36 feet, 11 meters, with some unverified reports suggesting 56 feet and weights up to 600 pounds. The oarfish's distinctive appearance has contributed to countless maritime legends throughout human history. The oarfish has a ribbon-like silvery body with a red dorsal fin, often called a sea serpent. It lives in the pelagic zone and surfaces when sick or dying. This serpentine form, combined with its undulating swimming motion and impressive length, creates an almost mystical presence in the water that has inspired sea monster tales across cultures worldwide. The deep-sea lifestyle of the oarfish makes encounters with human observers extremely rare and precious. Oarfish inhabit temperate and tropical oceans at depths up to 3,300 feet, with rare sightings in the Atlantic and Pacific. At these depths, they live in a world of perpetual twilight, feeding on krill, small fish, and squid, while avoiding the few predators capable of threatening such a large, well-adapted deep-sea species. The rarity of live oarfish encounters makes every piece of footage extraordinarily valuable to marine science. Oarfish are rarely filmed alive due to their deep-sea habitat, but divers have captured footage of stranded or dying specimens near the surface. These surface appearances, while often indicating distress or illness in the individual fish, provide unique opportunities for researchers and filmmakers to document these remarkable creatures in unprecedented detail. One particularly memorable encounter demonstrates the surreal nature of oarfish sightings. A viral video from Mexico's Baja California shows divers filming a 20-foot oarfish, its shimmering body creating a surreal image. The footage captures the otherworldly appearance of the fish as it moves through the water with its characteristic undulating motion, its silver body reflecting light in ways that seem almost supernatural. The cultural impact of oarfish sightings extends far beyond marine biology. Oarfish sightings often spark sea monster rumors. Their elusive nature makes diver footage a rare treasure. In some cultures, oarfish appearances at the surface are considered omens or portents, adding an element of mysticism to these already remarkable encounters between humans and one of the ocean's most enigmatic inhabitants. Finally, we have the Japanese spider crab, the only crustacean on this list, and the planet's biggest sea crab species. Japanese spider crab, Macrochera kemferi. On the rocky floors of the Pacific Ocean surrounding Japan, where volcanic activity has created a complex underwater landscape of reefs, caves, and crevices, lives a creature that seems more suited to science fiction than marine biology. The Japanese spider crab, when encountered by divers with cameras, reveals itself as the largest arthropod, with a leg span reaching up to 12 feet, 3.7 meters, and weights up to 40 pounds, though its body size remains relatively small, at around 16 inches. The distinctive appearance of the Japanese spider crab creates an almost alien presence on the seafloor. Japanese spider crabs have long, spindly legs and orange shells. They are scavengers, feeding on mollusks and algae, and can live up to 100 years. This remarkable longevity, combined with their impressive size and distinctive appearance, makes them living monuments to the incredible diversity and adaptability of marine arthropods. The ecological role of Japanese spider crabs extends far beyond their impressive dimensions. These remarkable creatures serve as nature's cleanup crew, methodically working across the seafloor to consume dead and decaying organic matter. Their scavenging activities help maintain the health of benthic ecosystems, processing nutrients and preventing the accumulation of organic debris that could otherwise create anaerobic conditions harmful to other marine life. The habitat preferences of Japanese spider crabs place them in some of the Pacific's most geologically active regions. Japanese spider crabs inhabit the Pacific Ocean floor around Japan at depths of 50 to 600 meters, often among rocks and coral reefs. These depths place them in the twilight zone of the ocean, where they must navigate by touch and chemical cues rather than vision. The underwater encounters documented by divers reveal the surprisingly graceful movement of these seemingly awkward creatures. Divers in Japan have filmed Japanese spider crabs crawling along the seafloor, their otherworldly appearance captured in high definition. The footage often shows these remarkable arthropods moving with surprising coordination, their long legs working in synchronized patterns to carry them across the complex terrain terrain of the ocean floor. One particularly memorable diving encounter showcases the impressive scale of these creatures in their natural environment. A notable instance includes footage from the Suruga Bay, showing a crab's massive leg span as it moves through a reef. The video captures the almost prehistoric quality of the encounter as the crab's ancient lineage becomes apparent in every movement, creating a connection between modern viewers and the primordial oceans of Earth's distant past. The gentle nature of Japanese spider crabs makes them particularly appealing subjects for underwater photographers and marine life enthusiasts. Harmless to humans, they play a vital role in cleaning the ocean floor. Their size and longevity make them a fascinating subject for divers. Unlike many large marine creatures that inspire fear or require careful approach protocols, these gentle giants can be observed at close range without danger, allowing divers to capture intimate footage of their behaviors and interactions with their environment. The conservation implications of Japanese spider crab encounters remind us of the vulnerability of even the most impressive marine creatures. Their slow growth rate and extreme longevity make them particularly susceptible to overfishing and habitat destruction, while their limited geographic range places their entire population at risk from regional environmental changes. The footage captured by divers serves as both documentation of their remarkable biology and a record of creatures that future generations may struggle to encounter in the wild. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to watch another fascinating video like this, click on one of the boxes on your screen right now.